Hi everyone, it is Gabe, and I was not planning on making this video this week. I had another video filmed and ready to line up, but this kind of just fell into my lap, and I was pretty surprised, and I thought that it would probably be a good thing to make a video about. I usually don't do commentary. Ooh, this is crooked. I don't do commentary videos, but I thought this was kind of important to talk about, and it is kind of related to my content. I do a lot of colorful fashion, and you know, I've done a few videos. I am a big fan of Lazy Elf. Nasty boy. Get out of here. I am a big fan of the brand Lazy Elf. I've done a couple videos about them. I love Lazy Elf. It's one of my favorite brands. There's a release this Thursday, and I'm excited, but also scared because they never come out in my time zone, so I'm worried if anything I do like, it'll be sold out in my size before long, or something will happen. I'm scared. But anyways, that's not what this is about. So, as many of you guys know, if you have been a part of the Lazy Elf Facebook page, which I just recently became a part of. I've never had Facebook before. I don't know how it works. I keep getting requests to friend me from like random people, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's horrible. I never said I would get Facebook, but the group has been really helpful. That's pretty much all I use it for. Haven't made a single post, but yeah. I was scrolling through the Lazy Elf Facebook page as I do. I was actually at my brother's house, and we were in line to go get pokey at this really cool place in Minneapolis, and I was just scrolling through, and then I see in big bold this person's name. I think I'm going to say their name, and I'm not going to blur out their username, and I'm not using their last name. I know there was a lot of anger towards this person. This person's name is Lydia. And I don't want to somehow expose her or put her in danger, even though I do disagree, and a lot of people disagree with what she did. But big bold, it was her face, her username, and it said, "This person is a scammer." And I was pretty shocked by this because she has been a mutual of mine, and we talked a lot. We hadn't talked in a while. But yeah, we were pretty friendly with each other, and I know how much he loved Lazy Elf, and it was just a complete shock. And then I looked, there's over 100 comments, and it's just people saying, she scammed me, and someone's bank account was at a negative balance because she had scammed them out of $300. And she has been doing this. I actually got a message from someone, my friend, who I know even more. We've been very, very close for 5 or 6 years. And I'm not going to mention anyone's name, and I'm going to blur out usernames and stuff because I want to protect their identity. But I know her very well, and she is not the type of person to lie about this stuff. She had been scammed out of a smaller item. She didn't specify what it was. In 2013 by Lydia. 2013. And in the same year, her boyfriend had been scammed out of an art commission from her. Like, he had given her art, and he was expecting that she would pay him, and she didn't. And that, to me, is crazy. She has been doing this since at least 2013. And it's now 2019, and she's still, as far as we know, on the loose doing this. And to me, I knew this kind of stuff happened. I just didn't think I would know someone who did this. And she's in deep. She's not just doing this to a lot of people. Like, I had no idea. A lot of people are scammers. And I've heard about scammers. I've almost been scammed on Depop once. And I just couldn't believe it on how large of a scale it was. As of now, because I asked people to message me if they have been personally scammed by her, and at the end I'm going to put a gallery of different people's testimonies against her. But there are at least 20 people, probably way more, that have been scammed by her. These are people who've gone public in the last few days, either on the Facebook group or to me personally. She has scammed thousands and thousands of dollars, and it seems like it is mostly Lazy Elf. She targets everyone with Lazy Elf, and this is the part that is just insane to me. If you look through her Instagram, and by the way, I'm not crossing out her username because she is known to change it. She's changed it 3 times in the past few days since this all blew up. She has the biggest Lazy Elf collection I've ever seen of anyone. She has hundreds and hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of Lazy Elf stuff. And that just calls into question, how much of this is stolen? Has she scammed the actual store or just individual people? I don't know what's worse. And another thing I thought was interesting, she actually has a Esther Loves You / Lazy Elf tattoo, which is just insane because she has been stealing, maybe not directly, but from individual people, stuff from this brand. And that is just crazy and ironic to me in a weird way. It's crazy. If you look through her Instagram, I think I'm going to put price points. Everything she's wearing, I would say every outfit is over $600. And she has posted about needing money to go to college and all that stuff and saying she's going to sell a bunch of her stuff. And she's also not known for just scamming people by So there are different methods of scamming people. And I'm just going to name a few from you, and she does been known to do all of these. So on PayPal, the buyer is always protected for a lot of things. So she would buy something from someone, usually something really expensive, like a Lazy Elf jacket or a sweater, whatever, what have you, anything. And she would receive the item and then say that it didn't show up at her door or that she never received it. And then she would request a refund from PayPal, and since the mentality of the buyer is always right, a lot of the times the claim would go through and she would get her money back. Another thing that she's known to do is actually sell things to people and then either never send it or the item is not as described whatsoever. People have gotten things from her that have stains or rips in them or cuts. Like there was one Lazy Elf dress where the neckline was cut in like a V. And the person received it like that, and the value on that is so low. Lazy Elf, to be at the price that you bought it for, it needs to be in really, really great condition. That's just how the community is. And you can get a lot of great deals that way, and you can also get scammed that way. My cat's being really cute. Sappy girl! She's sitting on her chair. Oh. So yeah, she is known to scam people in those 2 ways, and there might be other ways. I don't know a whole lot about what it's like to be a scammer or a thief. In my opinion, stuff like this is worse than shoplifting for multiple reasons. When you are buying something from someone on Depop, that is coming directly from them. It is no company. I wouldn't even consider it like a small business, especially because a lot of these Lazy Elf people, they don't have a business. They're just trading and selling for their own enjoyment for things they bought with their own money. They're not trying to make any money off of it. She's stealing directly from these people. She might as well have just gone to them and taken the sweater off of their backs. And the repercussions are worse. It's not just, like, if shoplifting, you can get arrested for it, you can get community service and stuff like that. It really depends on how much you are taking. But let's be honest, a lot of the times people don't get caught, and that's why people do it. But with this, there is a digital trace of every single scam you have ever known. So if you get reported to the police once, they will know. They will know about every single little thing you did, and it will add up, and that's considered mail fraud, which is a much larger charge. So what she's doing is really, really dangerous. And I just am so baffled at why this would happen and how it's been going on since 2013, and it's just now come to my attention, at least. A lot of people have known about her for a while, but it didn't become the storm in the community that it became since this weekend. And with that, a lot of people have been very, very angry and have been saying we should leak all this kind of information. Like, people have been asking for her address and saying that her address should be publicly out there, which I don't agree with at all. I understand that you want to know if someone buys something from you, if it's her, because another thing, she deleted her Depop, but she's been known to use different aliases and go on, like, used fake pictures, fake name, everything. But her PayPal, as far as we know, is still the same. It's her name, Lydia, and then her last name. So that is very concerning, but leaking someone's address is not just something you shouldn't do something like that. That's basically doxing them, especially when there are hundreds of people who are very, very angry. It's just so dangerous. No matter what someone does, I really don't think that someone getting seriously hurt is worth it. Anyways, I really don't agree with that, and I think a lot of people have been very, very angry, and they're right to be. I just want everyone to know that I don't wish anything bad on her. I wish, hopefully, the people can get their money back, and she will face consequences for her actions, but not like that, obviously. But the question is, what can the community learn from something like this? I know I was pretty surprised and hurt when I found out someone who I thought was a friend was scamming people. And actually, she, as far as I know, has not scammed me. People order things for me all the time, and I get a lot of my friends order things for me, and it's hard to keep everything in track, but I don't think she's ever purchased anything from me, or I have ever purchased anything from her, to my knowledge. But she has messaged me on Instagram, on Depop. She's even commented on my YouTube that she would like to buy things for me, and then never responded. And I thought that was really strange and a little rude, but now I'm glad, I guess, because she could have been thinking of scamming me and then just not done it. So yeah, I have never been personally scammed by her, but I know multiple people who I'm close with who have. So this felt like a really deep, personal thing to me. It wasn't really like when you're reading the rules on Depop and PayPal, you're not thinking like, oh, someone I know or someone that I trust is going to do this to me. But we can use this to look through the rules and see how are we protected. A big thing is she deleted her account right after scamming multiple people. And even if someone deletes their account on Depop, even if they delete their PayPal, you shouldn't give up hope. You can always dispute, you can always file a claim, and more likely than not, you can get your money back. A lot of these people are very quick, and they just give up. They don't think there's anything that PayPal can do, and it's really, really unfortunate. But PayPal does track where your orders are going, where the orders are going, and if they have arrived or not. She can claim that it didn't arrive and file a claim, but my cats are fighting. But if there is evidence that it actually did arrive at her home, then you can dispute that and get your money back. So don't give up hope if something like this happens to you. It does happen, unfortunately, but there is stuff you can do, and that doesn't make it what she did any less wrong, but it does give you hope if you're going through a situation like that, where if you can, always check PayPal's rules, always check Depop's rules, always follow the rules when you are making a trade even with somebody. Make sure that you are protected if you want to be able to get your money back in case something unfortunate like this happens. and it was a crazy night. I woke up to 8 DMs from people who had information on her and wanted to help and stuff like that, and I made a post, and it had over 150 comments on the Facebook page before it got shut down by the moderators. And I completely understand why it was shut down. I don't believe it was anything that I had said. I think I was very respectful in my post, but a lot of the comments were being very inflammatory towards her, using strong language, and they said it was getting to be kind of like a witch hunt, which I understand. And I hope by making this video, you're not thinking that I'm trying to engage with this witch hunt. I am just saying this is news, and this happened within the community, and I hope that everyone is protected and is safe and knows about this. And yeah, I just want you guys to stay informed and stay safe. But anyways, I just want to say in the comments, I really don't want anyone to use her last name, say anything about her location, anything like that. I feel like that is a very dangerous game to play, and I'm going to remove comments that have anything like that. But if you have personal experience with this and you think you can share something that will help and is not revealing anyone's personal information, feel free to comment. And if you have questions, I will try to have a gallery of images at the end, and I'm going to try to blur as much revealing information towards anyone as I can out. Anyways, I hope this was informative, and I hope that my kind of monologue towards this was helpful. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but yeah, guys, stay safe out there, and I will see you guys